Water. God, you... The thirstier you are, the best it feels when you drink it. Mwah. Beautiful. Someone played yesterday. Someone plays Brutal Orchestra every day. It is a good game. Introduced me to this game, so thanks. Hooray! Awesome! Good to hear. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth a play. One of the best roguelites IMO? Correct. One of this game, she was the first Brutal Orchestra streamer I watched. Yay! Criminally underrated? Correct. Before she stopped streaming it, she was the only consistent streamer of this game on the site. Really? Dang. I mean, I stopped streaming it because I had streamed it for upwards of 200 hours. And at that point I felt, maybe I should play some different games. And then like, a day after, the new update dropped. And that was like, super fucking stupid. But also, I mean, I already made up my mind to play something else, so I mean, I am. Anyways, my boy Clive. Yeah, no joke, you're likely the only person that consistently played this. That consistently used to play this. Because, again, I've... Sentence? I usually play other games on Wednesdays. I haven't played Brutal Orchestra in a long while. Maybe I should. Maybe I should return to playing it weekly or not. People play it for like a few times then stop. I feel like that's the general roguelite mentality. Game got an update a couple of months ago, which introduced Steam Workshop functionality, or another word similar to that. Also, can't forget about this thing. Also, I have random items. Randomized items, for the hell of it. I already did one normal run. I'm treating myself to something stupid. Lumpy Horror. The gaudy jeu d'esprit. Prevent this party member from being inflicted with Goddard. Goddard isn't even a status effect on the base game. God, we're up to a great start here. That is how most games are played, depends on the roguelite. Well, I mean, sometimes... Okay, maybe it's not for everybody, but sometimes I just focus on one game at a time, or a couple of games at a time. Only very few games have streamers fully dedicated to them. Finding a music is a big one. Absolutely true. I was about to say something else, but my mind is already kind of fucking blanking. Buddy Larsfest exclusively plays it. Darkest Dungeon was big for a while. Then Darkest Dungeon 2 appeared and it was not as highly sought after or highly played as the first one, sadly. Focus on one game at a time. Same. Kind of, not really. Only game that I could say I will always return to is Pocket Dungeon. Can most likely save your fucking life. It's good that it saved your life. Otherwise, you would not be here. So I'm thankful for that. Not so well received. I don't know, I thought it was kind of fun. It seemed fun. I haven't played it, so I'm just going through what I saw. Upon ending your turn, deal 2 to 6 damage to the opposing enemy. This party member now has Bursting Pills as an additional ability. Increase direct damage dealt by 6. See, now we have a good item. Inflict 1 to 2 stun to the right enemy. Refresh all odd-numbered party members' position movement and gain 1 to 6 coins. It begins. Completely unrelated because I forgot to say before, but since it is One Piece and the SBS exists, questions related to both boobs and penises have been asked and answered for this devil fruits. I'm getting tired and my neural processors are slowing down. Define the SBS. Not gonna judge hard since I dislike DD1, but I found DD2 very uninspired compared to 1. Like, I enjoyed more than DD1, but I do not think about it nearly as much. I feel like I should have something to comment on Darkest Dungeon since I did play it quite a bit. I just don't remember much on what I could comment on it. The Q&A corner for One Piece. Are you talking about Nico Robin's Devil Fruit? In which case... Ugh. Fans ask questions and the creator answer them, and the SBS has a lot of penis-related questions for Devil Fruits. Going to horny hell. Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Can Luffy's penis stretch because of his devil fruit? Ahoy, hoy, hoy. In my opinion, being forgettable is worse than being bad. You can love bad games, you never love boring games. Answer is usually yes. Sorry, thought process, slow. The little voice in my head that always likes to argue says there's always at least gonna be one or two persons who like any game, even if it's fucking boring and middle of the road. Always. But usually, if it is super middle of the road, then it's definitely gonna have less fans than others. Flow is a fairly boring game, but I love it. Now you will give me 2 seconds. Oh, that one. Yeah, the one about the color lines. That one. I mean, sure, it seems boring, but it's a good puzzle game. The answer is usually yes, because I guess the author of One Piece is also going to fucking horny hell. Upon the unit being directly damaged, produce 5 red or purple pigments. Upon performing an immediately, lose 2 coins and heal the left and right and this party member to health. Death, 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 death to teeth. Party member now has Ticklish Demolish in place of Slap. Alice's Puzzle. Tax, 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 tax. Reduce maximal health by 3. As Visiting Cleave. After manually moving, deal 2 to 7 indirect damage to the left and right party members. Deal 3 indirect damage to the other. Slippery. Sponges Skookum Syrup. Bombogenesis Pilks. Overexert. No. Red Marmo. Hospitable. Yada yada yada. Surprising Beacons. Flippant Abandoned the Van. Moving manually, deal 2 to 4 indirect damage to the left, right, and opposing enemies, and decrease the maximum health of left, right, and opposing enemies by 6. Bingo! The Devil Fruit turns your whole body into rubber, so you can't lie and say no. What you can do is discard that fucking question. Thank you, Bronzo. An example is The Gunk. Game is not awful, it works, but it is such a nothing of a game literally nobody remembers. The Gunk. Wow, you're not wrong. Absolutely nobody remembers that game, not even I. This isn't my lying, but I was actually watching an art gaming streamer I follow play it. See? Not fully forgotten. At least 1 or 2 fans of the games will always exist. I mean, fucking whatever. God, it isn't real anyways, but... Am I much for reading? Yes and no. No, because I don't really spend a lot of time on my spare time reading things. When I do read, I read voraciously. To the point that I really have to, like, stop myself, otherwise I'm just gonna keep on reading till like 5 in the fucking morning. And also sometimes it's hard for me to concentrate on reading one single thing instead of rereading fucking a webcomic I read a lot of years ago. By the way, I've started rereading Achewood for some reason. Won't recommend Caves of Good to you. I did read Worm in a quarter of the time that you did. Right, keep the Gods a game. Okay, if it is in a game, then yes, of course I'm going to read it. I mean, it also depends if I'm actually, like, enjoying the game. I did play Disco Elysium. I do play Kingdom of Loathing. I have played third game that contains a lot of dialogue and very heavy lore. Like, I'm certain there is a third example. I'm coming up with blanks right now. Okay, so that's when you mean moving manually. Ugh. Oh wow, that is actually really nice. Huh. Only reason I play The Gunk is cause it was by the makers of SteamWorld series. Now those games are memorable and great. SteamWorld Heist 2 is actually my game of the year of 2024. I wanna play SteamWorld, what was it? The one that's kind of like an RPG. I wanna play that one. That one seemed interesting to me. I have played SteamWorld Dig before, and I had a lot of fun with it. SteamWorld Quest. Yes, that one. Found out Webo finished Law and has already started a new series. I think it was sci-fi called Seek. This man writes so fucking much. It is unbelievable. Like, we appreciate his work, but man, he works. Quest is very fun. Recommend. I love the bosses. Still have it on my wish list and my to-play list. To-pay list? Here is my list of my favorite to-pays. Stupid. That is such a non-joke. Let's get Clive psyched up. Let's not bring in Splig. Anti-humor is the best humor. I understand the sentiment, but also... You cannot see it, but I'm making a face of disgruntledness. Man! You have 3 moves. Choose a different one. Alright, fine. Fuck me, I guess. Dipshit. There we are. You anti-humor, but only because my jokes are so convoluted people assume it is anti-humor. If you don't laugh at your own jokes, who will? That's how I feel about humor. That is a very positive outlook on humor. On humorous humor. Humorous. I think I'm getting a headache. Genuine question. Does the bitchy sad skeleton have any use, or is he like actually completely dogshit? He has a use. His name is Arnold, and he is not bitchy. He's just extraordinarily depressed. I think he's good, but you need the right build, right? Yes. If he gets hit, his bonuses go back down to 0. But the ceiling on those skills is infinite. He can theoretically become the strongest healer or damage dealer. In theory, but it's a good theory to practice. I guess if you have him never get hit and have someone to make shields, it could work. Exactly. Or just get a bunch of random overpowered items. Then it can also work. This man here turns depressions into high-intensity DPT. I'm gonna have to look up what DPT stands for, because I don't know anything. DPT stands for triple vaccine. A DTP... No, wait. No, wait, yes? Yes, DPT. Protects against 3 infectious diseases in humans. Diphtheria, pertussis, also known as whooping cough, and tetanus. Oh, damage per turn. Okay, that makes more sense. Just add random. Damage per turn. DPT giggity. I am not gonna... keep thinking on that particular comment. Next comment. If you're in the afterlife, would you still get the negative effects of not taking meds, or would you just not need them anymore? I'm going to say... mental meds? Yes. Judging by this game, you keep the mental problems. Physical meds? No, unless it's bone problems. Entirely depends on how this afterlife works. No wonder all the artistic are stuck in purgatory, it's rigged. This should work. It's always been rigged for the neurodivergent. Sadly, you're correct. Me without meds is like watching a sad old man try to get up from the floor. In this context, the old man would have no limbs and constantly make jokes about his autism. Sure, it sucks. Who's this guy with the gun? A coward. For starters. Second, some kind of high-ranking officer in the Nazi army who, upon absolutely fucking losing the war, decided to kill himself. Because he's a coward. Lamau. He never did anything in the war. He never fought, like, in the front lines or anything. He was just a commander, telling other people who they should kill and how and stuff like that. Always behind a desk, feeling a sense of superiority. But now the war is over. The fucking ideology he's so craved to follow, turns out it did not care for him at all. So now he killed himself because he's a coward and a piece of shit, and he is dead. And now he's just trying to, I don't know, kill anything in front of him so he doesn't die before he kills himself. I don't know. Piece of shit. That's basically all you need to know. Oh, fun, horrible. Let me take the gun, I'll do it. I mean, there is a very small chance he himself does it. Pretty sure. And this should kill. Yes. A non-chiller, correct. Let's get some weird shit, baby. The epigenetic Admiral of Cerberus, ring bloody of coat. Party member now has hedgehog of tomato in place of slap. Anchor tail, their ultra nail. Piece of shit is a good summary. Yay! Anchor tail, ultra nail. Upon healing somebody, deal 6 damage to the center enemy and give all odd number enemy positions an additional ability. Decrease direct damage dealt by 1. This party member now has Shuddered the Grandma as an additional ability. Wizard of Bone! I'm writing carbonara in this tragedy. I don't know, cool rock band name. Increase this party member's maximum health by 5. At the end of each turn, deal 1 to 7 damage to the left ally and increase all negative status effects on all odd number party members' positions by 2. Let's... Wizard of Bone item sucks. Let's keep Wizard of Bone as a band. The Lumpy Trash is the German and Plebe read score. Decrease direct damage dealt by 40. This party member now has Pig of Officer as an additional ability and it costs -1 coin, so of course I'm gonna buy it. Orchestra's Magenta Cubicle, Powder Retro of Contest. Upon being damaged, spawn a non-permanent level 1 smokestack with Overexert 10 and Skittish 3 as passives. Upon any enemy dying, heal the left, right, and this party member 1 to 7 health. Party member's mouth color is now split purple-red. Purple-red? Okay, this one is kind of interesting. Upon ending your turn, inflict 2 wall skill to a random enemy and force the right ally to perform 1 random ability. Humid curved oyster tax convivial of several. The cool card sucks. It will live on a mental image in our minds. And just because I want to see what that item does. Let's check out tomato! Produce 1 purple pigment and gain 1 to 2 coins. Not as interesting as the other one. Split purple and red. How does that work? No fucking clue. The extra damage is always nice. Sure. Deal 2 to 7 indirect damage to all enemies. Okay. Produce 25 blue pigment. And deal 4 to fire damage to the left and right party members. No. Pig of Officer. What a fucking thing. We are doing this. We are making this happen. Something good is gonna happen. Something good is happening. This is a stupid run. I'm enjoying it. Yay! I should've... That's fine. Oh, I should've... That's fine. That's like how I end about 20% of my fights here. At the end of each turn, deal 4 to 16 indirect damage to the left, right, and opposing enemies. Deal 3 to 9 damage to the right ally and gain 1 to 4 coins. We're getting stupid. We're getting silly here. Getting a little bit goofy? Only a little bit. Good, you don't want to OD off of the goof. Out of the goof. Which sounds like a weird French nickname. There we go, and... What time is it? Good lord. That's fine. That's survivable. Oh god, after dealing damage, gain 1 to 5 points. Indirectly heal the left and right party members 4 to 7 health, and flick to Ultra Deadbolt. What? To the opposing enemy. This party is now 1 level lower than they would be normally. Decrease healing received by 3. This party member now has Teeth of Veal as an additional ability. This item is destroyed upon this party member moving. Bombogenesis! Zeez. Produce one shop item. Okay. Hold on. But also... I'm the fucking tired. I'm probably gonna keep playing this next week, since next week is the 1st of January, and I'm feeling kind of festive on playing Little Orchestra on funny festive dates. Hello, the fucking tired. Understandable. It's in the human nature to produce silly, dead little jokes at every moment capable. Thank you for watching and listening and talking. It is always a pleasure to do this. I hope you all have a good rest of your evening, and if you haven't eaten yet, a good rest of your dinner. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. And good night.